All right. Hey, Josh. Are you there?
I am, yeah.
Are you, I just wanted to make sure you could hear us. Make sure my tech.
Gotcha.
Sorry for the delay.
Oh, you guys are good.
Meeting minutes. The minutes.
Fine.
Okay, to approve the minutes with any comments.
Yeah, I'd like to make a correction to the minutes. The roll call shows that I wasn't here. I just want to make it clear, like clarifications, and make sure I was counted as present. That's the only proposed change I had after looking.
Got him on the phone.
All right.
CIA phone.
Motion to approve the minutes.
I move to approve the minutes.
I second.
On the public hearing, I need a motion. Let's open up that first public hearing.
This is for the 519 Skyline Road. Okay, I'd like to make a motion to open a public hearing for the first item of business, considering the advisability of rezoning 519 West Skyline.
No, Mill Road.
Yep. Other.
We gotta, you're looking at the minutes.
Other side.
Yeah.
Scratch that. Let me start
It's
over.
almost the same number.
I'd like to make a motion to open a public hearing to consider the advisability of rezoning 915 Mill Road from an R1 to a light industrial district.
I second.
Favor,
Aye.
vote. Ready for it, Josh?
Okay. All right, so the request before you is for a rezone to R1 from R1 to I1. If I can get where's my mouse there? The request was filed by One Gas. This property is kind of a strange property. It was cut off by the, see if I can, it's not gonna work for me. It was cut off by the bypass when it first came in. And it was kind of no man's land. And then when the city sold this property to One Gas, I then assigned it the default zoning because I felt it was most appropriate for us to actually hold this hearing rather than just assign it. I have some authority to do that, but it's better if we do it this way. So this property again is 915. It's surrounded by industrial uses. Well, it's ADM is on the east of there. And of course the bypass in the background. When you're on this property, you're not seeing anything over here. Property is 4.8 acres. And again, that's the default zoning. The proposed use of this property is Kansas Gas Service. They want to relocate their yard there and their offices to that location. And so I1 is probably the most appropriate zoning for what they're wanting to do there, and it fits the neighborhood. So this property does have a history of industrial use. I believe there was a truck yard or something there at one time, but somebody can correct me if I'm wrong there. But the city sold this portion of the property after it was split off from the bypass in 2024. Well, I'll do the rest of that, so let's not go into that again. So the future land use plan also does not have a designation for this property because, again, it was just right away at that time. It does make sense to designate it as industrial. If we were to go back to their comprehensive plan, we probably would label it as industrial. There is a goal in chapter 8 of the plan to provide adequate area for industrial land for action. Industrial areas should have convenient access to highways, railroad facilities. And obviously it's right on the highway, so it has good access for that.
Wait, can you go back for a second?
Sure. You're reading that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so as far as zoning, again, it is I2 over here for the mill, and then there's the substation, electrical substation, and then this is Valero, so it's kind of industrial along here. This is actually industrial too, even though it's just railroad property basically. There is residential over here. However, again, it's separated by that bypass, which is obviously elevated as well because it's getting ready to go over the bridge right there. And so again, its default is at I1 or R1. So the proposal would be to switch to I1. There's two different classes of industrial, light industrial, heavy industrial. The heavier is for things that are offensive, that kind of leave the site, like the mill. Obviously, there's a lot of traffic there. It can get loud. And then just the activities of a mill, it's fairly offensive. So that's why it's zoned a little higher. I don't think it's necessary to zone this one that high based on what they're doing. So that's why I proposed I1. Go ahead.
I was gonna ask it says they don't generate smoke or odors or anything like that.
No, sir. I'm with I'm architect, so,
Okay.
yeah, no, there's no dust, odor, noise, smoke. It's really just an office building with lay down space.
So this is what the property looks like from the bypass. Again, it's just kind of a bowl there between the bypass and the mill today. Pictures from when they were doing the construction. This is just looking back towards the other angle, looking towards the south from Mill Road. And of course, you can see the railroad and you cannot see any houses or anything. There's a bunch of trees. The canal is also back in there. And this is just looking, oops. This is looking at it from the other angle from the railroad crossing. So just to give you an idea what it looks like. And of course, the mill is across the street. Did we lose Dottie? I think we lost her.
Got me back.
I did, we did. Okay, we're good.
Do you have a quorum?
Yes, we do.
Did you get Lloyd?
We got Dwayne on the other phone.
We got Dwayne, that'll do.
Yeah.
Good guy. Good.
Okay, so I'm sure you missed most of that, Dottie, but so what I'm recommending is to go ahead and rezone it from R1 to I1. The lot has been vacant since at least the bypass.
Say that again?
I said it's been vacant since the bypass has been in.
Where is this?
So this is 915 Mill Road, across the street
yes.
from ADM.
And what are
So they're gonna put down their laydown yard and their office for Kansas Gas. So that office is up at, well, it's in the same building Evergy is. Way
Yeah.
up north.
there's no need to turn them down. It's a good plan.
I would agree.
Yeah.
That's all I have.
Okay. Okay, you got a motion?
You can make it.
What is a laydown yard? What is the definition? Like what kind of stuff do you got?
We're just storing supplies, so some spools and some wire, just things like that.
But no actual like gas or
No.
oil or anything like that. It's like,
This is already in town, it's just in a different location.
Yes, and they're needing to leave their tenant space as soon as they can. So we're trying to get this started very soon.
Evergy must be booting them out.
There's not much that you can, that's a bad site. It has a bowl.
Yeah.
It's a challenging site to develop for sure.
will there be any impact with the development to the river or any of the agricultural land in the immediate vicinity?
It shouldn't be, because one of the things that they'll have to do is provide detention for stormwater.
Yes, we've already
So-
made a plan for that.
Yeah.
So we submitted that as part of our packet for rezoning.
Okay. Who's gonna make the motion? Does anybody want to make a motion?
I make a motion that we pass this.
It's been Dwayne second.
You were gonna crank going up.
I try.
Okay, I think he seconded.
He did
Okay.
second.
All right, motion and a second. We need a
When you do a roll call vote. So Chris Johnson,
Yes.
Travis Pearman,
Yes.
Dwayne Eastman.
Yeah.
Sounded like a yes to me. Cody Richardson
yes.
and Dottie Smith.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
So this will go before the city commission in September.
This was part of the plan when it was sold to them, I assume.
Yes.
So they, I mean, they're already aware this is already.
Yes. Yeah, they knew that
Yes.
zoning would be necessary.
Yeah, this was already.
It's just now we're finally to the point where.
Yeah, we just wanted to have a better site plan and plan for the detention and drainage, because that site is very, it dips down real low and you have that culvert right there. So we just wanted to make sure we understood how we wanted to lay out the office building and the lay down yard. And have those drives, because that mill, those semi trucks turn real quick, so we had to kind of just work to figure out how to make it a safe drive.
And this has actually come up, we may have to work with the mill at harvest time.
Yeah.
To make sure they're not blocking the drive.
Thankfully, we only have about 7 employees at this facility, so
Shouldn't be
it shouldn't
terrible.
be too bad.
All right.
All right.
All right, I'd like to make a motion that we close this public hearing for the rezoning of 915 Mill Road.
I'll second.
All right. Ready for the next one?
Yeah, we should open the next one.
Josh,
Yeah.
we couldn't, I didn't realize we were in a public, hearing. We can't make a vote in a public hearing. That motion and second vote has to be.
It's not wrong. Well, we can redo it.
Yeah, I just
So
closed.
if I make that motion again, whoever seconded can second it, we can have a vote.
Vote again.
I'll second it.
So now that we close the public hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did that.
Roll call?
All right, Chris Johnson,
Yes.
Travis Pearman, Dwayne Eastman, Cody Richardson,
Yes.
and Dottie Smith. We're good.
Yeah.
They're ready to open the other hearing.
Okay, I'll make a motion to open a public hearing to consider the advisability of rezoning 708 East Madison from an agricultural district to C3, general commercial district.
Or second.
Favor.
Aye. Aye. All opposed.
All right.
All right.
Public hearing.
So I'm combining these two items into one for the purpose of this part. But technically it needs to be two separate actions. So this just makes it faster. So this is a proposal to build a self-storage facility so that we have to rezone it and then we have to do a conditional use permit to allow it in that district. Usually what we do in this situation is we try to find the most restrictive zoning that allows the use. We've done several of these self-storage facilities where they needed this same process. This is nothing new. If I remember right, I think we even went through one of these one time. So this property is owned by BDK Land Holdings, which is the same company that's Weed Out. We did a rezone for them for 706 East Madison last year, maybe the year before. So this is just an expansion of that.
Did we just recently do a rezoning on the back side of that lot right there on 708?
So it's 706. So it's this property right here.
Okay,
That one was zoned from our residential was, but it was residential to C3. So this will match that.
because they were gonna build a garage or have vehicles or something like that, if I remember.
Yeah,
correctly.
and they're actually working on that right now. We're almost to that point where it's going to be built. So this area is commercial and industrial kind of mix, is probably more commercial than industrial. However, there is a storage facility across the street.
Right.
So this property is actually pretty large, pretty expansive. It's about 5 acres. It goes all the way. So here's the business. It goes all the way up here. I think that's Birch. No, it's not Birch. But it goes up quite a ways. So this is the most, like I said, this is the most restrictive zoning that allows this kind of use, but it's still conditional use. So the existing shop building in the southern portion was built in the 70s. I found out, I don't think I even reported this on the previous rezoning, but this was affected by the 1998 flood. But the property is no longer in a floodplain. So it's now protected by the bypass levee. The comprehensive plan does have this, if it would load as agriculture, but that's because when we did the comprehensive plan, this property was not being used for anything other than it's actually vacant. And so we just left it as ag. There is a goal in chapter 4 of the comp plan to try to retain businesses and support their expansion. This is basically, it's a little bit different business, but it's owned by the same. It's just the Kimmel's plan to expand their operations.
Is this affiliated with the other storage units across the street or?
No.
No, so just a different competitor.
This is probably confusing too.
Yeah.
So it is this whole thing here.
Okay.
To simplify things, you're actually rezoning a portion of it from C3 to C3.
Okay.
So we're just rezoning the entire property for the ease, for legal.
So it's one parcel that actually has two separate.
Yeah, right now it has 2 separate zoning districts,
Okay.
which is unusual, but again, it was trying to match the uses at the time. And if it would hurry up and draw the zoning districts there, you can see it. So again, we rezoned this in the past to C3 as well. So that would make this whole, assuming you approved this, make this whole block here all C3 because the APCO East is also in a C3 district, as is Arc City Tire. And then, of course, it is also C3 where the Grove's gas station and propane places as well. So definitely compatible with that neighborhood. So this is, again, this is the building that's existing today. That building that we were just talking about is going to be over in here. And again, it should be permitted anytime.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
If on that map, there was another parcel behind that, that was also zoned agriculture, is that the same owner, or is that a different?
That's a different owner. In
Okay,
fact, that's the city actually owns that property.
okay. Somewhere right in there is a bunch of horses. Will this rezoning impact whoever's keeping horses there? And, okay, all right.
Yeah, I think that's in here. Because the city has been leasing it to, I don't know if they're actively putting horses in there, but that's historically, it's been a horse pasture.
Okay,
And this ag is Bert Wilson. And he farms it, actively farms it. So this is what this thing's driving me crazy today. This is the area that we're talking about. So he's already got it cleared
yeah,
where he's wanting to do this. And this is just a little bit further in G. That's Arc City Tire. This is the storage units that's behind Arc City Tire. And this is also the storage unit. So again, I recommend that we do this rezoning from ag to C3. It's more appropriate really anyways for this neighborhood. And it certainly would be compatible with the surrounding area.
I don't have any questions.
Was trying to open, close. the public
Yes, okay, I make a motion to close the public hearing.
Second.
Favor,
Aye.
opposed? All right, so public hearing closed.
So we just need a motion to rezone first, and then we're gonna talk about considers. Okay,
hearing. Technically need 2 public hearings.
gotcha. Okay, I'd like to, if the chair would recognize, I'd like to make a motion to rezone 708 East Madison from agricultural to a general commercial district.
I second that.
Whoever you want, Teresa.
Roll call.
Chris Johnson,
Yes.
Travis Pearman,
Yes.
Dwayne Eastman. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Sorry, we don't have you very loud, Dwayne. Cody Richardson
Yes.
and Dottie Smith.
Yes.
On to the next public hearing.
All right, I'll make a motion to open a public hearing to consider advisability of granting conditional use to the property at 708 East Madison.
Did we lose you?
No, you're
Yep,
first up here.
we're here.
Wait, second that.
I second it.
I thought Dottie said,
Oh, maybe she did.
I just know what that was. You seconded, Dottie.
Yep,
Okay.
all right.
Okay,
You want to vote on that?
so
Sure.
close the public hearing.
Now open the new one.
Oh, yeah.
You need to vote.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
There you go, there you go.
Let's go.
All right, so I'm just gonna quickly explain what we're doing here. So in a C3 district, because now effectively this is a C3 district, a self-storage facility has to have a conditional use permit. And so we assign conditions to the property, based on what the use is gonna be. I just recommend that we put a condition in there that it has to meet the requirements that are already in zoning regulations for this kind of facility. Talks about fencing, security, the doors generally are supposed to face away from the right of way. That sort of thing. Those are the kind of standards that are in it. For what I got from Brad, and maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong, he's going to be meeting those standards without issues. Okay. Yeah, you can assign other conditions if you desire. I can't imagine what that would be.
Josh, will this be fenced?
Yes, it will be. That's one of the requirements, is they will have to be fenced. And it has to have security, proper lighting, that sort of thing.
Anything else?
I don't have anything else to discuss.
I move we close the public hearing.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, public hearing closed. Vote on this then.
Yes, sir. I'm going to make a motion.
Get the system, keep it rolling.
All right, I move that we grant the conditional use permit for the self-storage facility and the C3 zoning, with the condition that they must meet the requirements of regulations in section 9-602.
I second.
that.
Dottie got it.
Okay. Chris Johnson,
Yes.
Travis Pearman,
Yes.
Dwayne Eastman, Cody Richardson,
Yes.
and Dottie Smith.
the list.
Yeah, I will just let you know that there is going to be a meeting in September. We haven't had plats in like 2 years, but we have 2 on the agenda for September. One of them is for Casey's North. They're splitting off a piece of the property. Normally that would just be a lot split. But we ran into a lot of problems when they did title work. And so we're doing some stuff with some easements. Also discovered that part of Skyline Road is not properly dedicated as a road. And so this would also fix that at the same time. So we're cleaning up a lot of stuff by doing it with some platform. The other one is for a property that's at Springgate and Madison. And this is a property they're splitting into 3 pieces. There's a house on it. But it's a pretty good sized property. And they're splitting it off into 3 so they can sell off the other 2 pieces.
We're spring.
How big the property is it not?
I'm sorry, what was that?
How large a property is that?
Probably, it's several acres. It's probably 4 or 5 acres.
Okay.
I don't have that in front of me, but.
Thanks.
But yeah, those will come before you at the next meeting. I've got all the paperwork. Now, we just obviously have to go through the motions of making it a public hearing and publication and stuff like that. All I have.
And what date will that be, Josh?
That will be on September 8th.
Okay, I'll be available.
I'm sure Cody would appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Come on.
It's a good time.
I won't be in Kansas, but I'll be available.
Oh, that's what she's saying. So you know you're not off the hook.
Okay?
All right.
You're good.
Yeah, we made it.
Just-
All right.
All right, guys.
Motion to adjourn.
Adjourn.
Yeah.
Second,
that.
or Chris, everybody.
First, second. In favor, we're out of here.
I go home.
All right.
We made it.
Yeah.
We did. Good
There's a
job.
question there for a minute.
Where is Springgate?
Oh, well, I guess we didn't answer that. It is at
Oh, I
the,
see.
oh, sorry.
Yeah.
It's a kind of pretty rundown house on the corner there, right?
Yeah, right, these corner intersection.
Yeah, and the whole lot's covered in trees. It's kind of a nice spot there.
I don't know all of what they're planning to do there, but